Hello, welcome to the Fat Cats podcast. I am Bruno Akampa, a fat cat, and it looks like it must be looking like a common venue and background for you. We are here at Kings Park Arena in Boyogerere, and with me are two distinguished gentlemen, but I'll let them introduce themselves and in what capacity they will be speaking in. I'll start with you.
Okay, thank you so much, Bruno. It's good to meet once again. My name is Dickens Akena, and I'm director at Kings Park Limited, but I'm also the chair of the Kampala International Sevens tournament that is proudly sponsored by Stanbic Bank as the main sponsor.
Okay. And you?
Thank you, Bruno. My name is Daniel Obote Canowira. I am a director at Kings Park as well. Most of you know me as the chairman of Pirates, but today I will not speak in that capacity. Today I'm speaking in the capacity of a member of the local organizing committee and the director of Kings Park and the Kampala Sevens.
Okay, so two things stand out in our conversation at this moment. Kings Park Arena and the Kampala International Sevens, the Stanbic Kampala International Sevens, which will be happening this weekend at the same venue here at the Kings Park Arena. So, as directors and also organizers of the Kampala International Sevens, I'll start with you, chairman of the organizing committee. What inspired Kings Park Limited to organize the Kampala International Sevens?
So this dream has taken us 2 years. It's been 2 years of just thinking of what we needed to do, because we had over the years seen international events being organized at multiple venues.
Okay.
And we considered that this venue needed to have such an event over and above what Uganda Rugby Union and many other stakeholders have been involved in.
Okay.
So the drive basically is to start a circuit, a seven circuit, an international seven circuit that rivals all the other international circuits in the world.
Okay.
Probably not in size or not in the glamour, but the concept remains the same.
Okay.
And you realize that a lot of the seven circuits in the world are named after those cities. So there's Hong Kong, there's San Francisco,
Los Angeles, Cape Town,
Dubai. And so, of course, other people are saying, you're in Wakiso, why did you call this Kampala?
We've had Wakiso Sevens here before.
We've had Wakiso Sevens before. But you see, everybody out there knows Kampala and Uganda.
Yeah.
They don't even know that they land at Entebbe International Airport.
Yes.
Which is not in Kampala.
Yes.
But it's also not a bad thing to just know that Wakiso is in the greater Kampala metropolitan area as well. That the name is there, but the concept is more important than the name. And the concept is that we have 7 hills in the city. And you see our logo, it has 7 hills.
Yeah.
You have rugby. So there's a rugby pitch, a rugby ball.
Yeah.
But we also are extremely strong on the CSR component. That's why our logo has green and white in it, because that's the direction that we want to take. We want to take the direction of rugby not just being played over 2 days, but that this rugby has impact on the environment in a manner that is sustainable for a very long time.
And now that you talk about the concept, and I'll come to you, Chairman Canowira, what is the concept behind the Kampala Sevens in relation to the community?
What we thought about the world right now is in a sustainability era, and everything that we do, we want to try and maintain environmental, social, and governance sustainability. So one of the things we're doing, the main thing we're doing, at least for this year, is our target is to plant about 300,000 trees over the next 7 years.
Okay.
The idea is to,
That's quite a nice figure. You can repeat it for the viewers.
the actual figure, when you do the math, we are targeting to plant 100 acres of trees in each region of 7 regions. That is Central, Eastern, Northern, West Nile,
Rwenzori,
Elgon,
Karamoja,
Chigezi,
and Southwest.
Yeah. So our target is we're working with the National Forestry Authority and the Ministry of Water and Environment. We are engaging them to see if they can allocate us 100 acres in each region. The target is that every year we should be able to plant at least 100 acres. Now, each acre takes about 444 trees. Ideally, you can plant 450, but then when you do the math, it turns out about 444. So if you do 100 acres times 7 regions, that's 700 acres times 450 trees. The target is that within 7 years, when the trees are now maturing, you can, those of you who know about tree mathematics, you can see how many billions if you look at it in terms of money, but we're also looking at carbon credits to try and reduce the carbon footprint of the country.
Okay. I like the fact that, as Ugandans, we are used to policies and most of the things on paper, and it's good that you have that vision of planting the acreages across the country. But my question would be, would part of the work, that side of the Kampala Sevens, also be in advocacy and sensitization of the people around about the climate change and the need to plant more trees?
Yep. There's definitely a huge part of advocacy. Actually, like I said earlier, on Friday, we're going to have a dinner launch where we'll have the permanent secretary from the ministry, we'll have the ED of NFA, we'll have National Council of Sports, and we really want to educate the masses about not only the environmental sustainability, but also the economic viability of planting trees. You can imagine if a certain entity had 300,000 trees, how much, how sustainable do you become in 7 to 10 years?
Okay, quite a nice and unique concept. I mean, you viewers have been to Sevens and it's all been the town or the club hosting good causes, but this comes out as also a nice cause and concept behind it, merging climate change and sports. Quite interesting. But I'll come back to you, Akena, in your capacity as the chairman organizing committee, to tell me how hectic it has been, especially with the selecting of the teams and participants and sponsors to be part of the Kampala Sevens. Interesting.
Can I
okay.
introduce this?
Yeah, please.
We'll talk about that shortly.
Okay.
But let me say that this is an inaugural tournament.
Okay.
It's expected that people will have doubts, rightly so.
Yeah.
So a number of people are half convinced about what we intend to do.
Okay.
And that, of course, comes with its own challenges. It's in that you go to look for funds, you go to organize things, and there's, you're starting, okay? And everybody is well within their limits to act the way they act based on that. So to answer your question, it's been very intense. The pressure is just going to start building. It hasn't even built. So the pressure is just going to go up. And but it's not a single event. It's not a 2-day event. One of the things that Daniel probably hasn't told you about is that over and above the economic viability that we're interested in front of us are 2 bamboo caps. You get a bamboo tree of 3 years, cut it, sand it, engrave it with your logo, okay, and use it to drink something.
Quite solid. It looks good.
It goes nowhere. We leave it in its natural state. Just polish it and varnish it, put our logo on it. And then in 3 years, in 2029, God willing, 2028, is that our 3-year-old bamboo that we are planting next year will produce these cups. So we just have a limited edition of 25 of these cups, each of them at 50,000. Limited edition.
Okay.
We are not making more than that.
Okay.
So this is just one of them. But before those bamboo trees have been produced in 3 years, you have somebody who worked at the nursery. You also have somebody who planted them. You have somebody who took care of them. You have somebody who cut them. You have somebody who processed them. And you have somebody who is selling them.
It's a chain. You've created employment.
You are employing people. You're paying taxes to the state. But importantly, you are also sustainably making sure that the environment is getting rid of carbon, getting rid of pollutants, etc.
Okay.
There are over 200 kilometers of River Rugby. I don't know whether you know that River Rugby is over 200 kilometers long.
I know it.
The banks of River Rugby have suffered heavily from...
It's actually dry now.
Yeah, human environment. I mean, human interactions. Sometimes you can't stop industrial activities. One of the sponsors of the Kampala International Sevens is Nile Breweries. They have a plant in Mbarara. That plant relies heavily on water from that river. And if that river dries, you know what happens. Over and above the fact that people will not drink beer,
throats also get dry.
Throats get dry, but also the environment and the people who are involved in the entire chain become a problem. And us as the rugby fraternity, our budget reduces if Nile Special suffers. So Nile Breweries is planting a lot of bamboo trees along that chain together with members of the community. They are just telling members of the community, you have land around the river banks, you plant trees. Within 3 years, you turn those trees into these cups. You get my point. You sell the trees. Bamboo is something that regenerates. So you cut and produce all
sprouts.
the time. Sprouts.
2 years.
That's one. 2 years you cut.
Yeah.
So that's one. The other one is that within the sports facilities across the regions, including Karamoja, Rwenzori, Elgon, is that each of the 100 acres of trees that we want to plant has a component of a sports facility in it. That will be used by members of the community. So you have a soccer pitch. One of them will definitely have a golf course.
Yeah.
So we'll definitely have to partner with the Uganda Golf Society or Golf
and several other federations.
Motorsport, for example.
Yeah.
You can have motorsport
within the forest. Yeah.
Then you can have tourism, ecotourism.
Yeah.
You can have apiary. You can have fishing. You can have people setting up camps in there.
Agricultural research as well.
Agricultural research. Restoration of old species of trees. So go to an area, get the old indigenous trees and just replant them and then have the natural forests coming back. So it's not just bamboo that we are planting. We will plant every tree as per that region within those 7 years. Now, me and Daniel here and Dennis Setoket, who is behind us, and the other 6 directors of Kings Park to make us the 9. We are not going to we don't even have the resources to plant all the trees.
Yeah, true.
And that's why we actually have partners.
Yeah.
And we need these partners to get involved. And each of these partners will get value for money. Because if you build a golf course in that place, the golf course generates money for you, right? If you build a hotel in that place, it gives you money as well. So that's what we intend to do. Over and above the fact that people can forget about a 7 circuit, because of multiple reasons. You know that there was a 7 circuit in Madrid, and it had challenges with people filling up the stadium.
Yeah, true. Most of the 7 circuits have been struggling with numbers. Yeah,
exactly. So that also happened. Now, if that happens, what do? Do you stop?
You evolve.
You evolve. You get my point, eh? So that's what we are planning on doing. Many people have said, but you know what? Maybe this game is going to die. But there is no reason as to why we as Ugandans cannot start and drive the traffic and the interest in
with
this.
an engaging community.
You have 2 days. Fat Cats is going to have a minimum of 2 days at the facility together with their sponsors, Betika.
Yeah.
So Betika will be all over the place for 2 days. Stanbic Bank will be selling their product for 2 days. Nile Breweries for 2 days. The Rugby Chill for 2 days. You know the Rugby Chill and their party.
Yeah.
So the Rugby Chill here for 2 days, 2 days of party, 4 days of sunrise, you know? So
I guess you guys know what that means.
You know, so you have 4 days of sunrise cup.
Yeah.
You know, they could, you know, the Rugby Chill, they always shock us.
Yeah.
They may just have a kasiki on Friday. Then people do sunrise on Saturday, they do sunrise on Sunday, they do sunrise on Monday, 3 days.
Yeah.
So that's the direction. Now, that is over and above what happens at rugby tournaments. So what happens at rugby tournaments?
That's a visionary thing. Yeah.
So the standard things are still there.
Yeah.
So where we are seated and up to there is your VIP area.
Sure.
Vantage seating, you pay a premium for it, but you get what to eat, you get what to drink, you get where to park. And you get an opportunity to network.
Akena, you're taking me on Twala speed. Now, coming to that, we'll come to that.
We'll come to that.
Now, I'll dive into this weekend.
Yes.
The inaugural tournament.
Are we done with the CSR, sir? Because that one, I can talk about it for 2 days.
It's quite a vision. It's quite a vision.
Yeah.
And trust me, these are conversations we'll be coming to have more and more. In fact, that podcast we can't always be talking about banter or has brought a new kid.
You can talk about
no,
the banter.
we can always talk about the sport and all the related. But I'll come to you, Canowira, about this weekend.
Yes.
31st and the 1st.
Yeah.
31st of May and the 1st of June.
He's the architect. He's the director of the flow park.
You are the designer of what will actually be here. I see busy people all over and different service providers on ground. What should people expect and how many teams will be participating and how will the tournament be designed?
That's an interesting one. What should people expect?
Yeah.
People should expect a festival of a good time. We are sitting here on the total acreage of this place is 10 acres.
Yeah.
The mall and the swimming pool take about 4 acres. So there's about 6 acres of prime festival area. For those of you who are going to pay VIP, you're going to come in and park by the mall and by the swimming pool. The moment you walk in, you'll come into an expo. Stanbic Bank, our main sponsor, is going to put up an experiential area with about 7 digital booths.
Wow.
And so you can get to experience what Stanbic is all about. It's not just about depositing money and you go with your ATM card.
It's quite a lot with Stanbic and their holdings and all.
Yes, Stanbic Holdings. You can come and learn about wealth management.
The incubator system.
Yes, the incubator system.
Digital platforms.
The digital platforms.
Yeah. So there'll be a lot to learn from Stanbic. Nile Breweries is also going to set up an experiential up there. As Nile Breweries also told us,
that's a hospitality tent.
You will be surprised. There may be no beer there, but let me leave it to Daniel.
Okay.
Yeah. So Nile Breweries is a lot bigger than only beer.
Yeah.
They have a full CSR portfolio. They have a lot of other stuff that they do. Nile Breweries is also trying to plant trees, like Dr. Akena said. So over and above, and like Dr. said, we want to show the world that rugby is one thing, but there's a lot more around it, which is very important to community and to the world. So as I was saying, we'll have a Nile Breweries set up an experiential. We'll have Georgina Eye Clinic. They're going to give free eye checkups to anybody. So those of you who
free eye checkups, I need the viewers to mark that because it's a quite hectic situation when you go to an eye hospital and the hefty bills, so this is the best time to pay that interest, take care of that as you enjoy as well,
and then advise also on your lenses, for example. So they'll advise you that this lens is of this type, of this caliber. They'll advise you where you can get services. I think they'll also have some products on sale or something like that.
Well, and it's not the first time we are having them, so
No.
you are assured of that repeated service, which is so essential. I'm also told we have another medical.
Yeah, we have a Pristine Dental. They're going to come and also offer free dental checkups.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So, and then other companies, there's a couple of other companies that are also going to display their products up there.
Yeah.
We'll have a Tencent Sports. We'll be selling some good merchandise.
Rock Telecom.
Rock Telecom will also have an experiential, and a few others will confirm.
Our own Agia Juna herself has her a line of bucket hats, these bags that people do across and then
some good African craft.
And good African craft, and also these cups. She's the one who is going to be.
Okay, and there will also be our partner Black, the sound and all the fitness gadgets. They have a very nice, exciting new commodity that will be on sale and also on display. And they also have many engaging mechanics and games and some fitness tests of.
I actually have a black fit watch.
That's very fantastic. We're also using some nice headphones.
Nice.
I mean, I'm convinced it will be quite a lot. But also, Chairman,
and maybe just one thing. Still in the expo, we have Fitness Junction. For those of you who know the gym at Forest Mall, very, very nice gym.
Above KFC.
Above KFC. That's one of the best gyms I've been to.
Yeah.
So they're also going to have a setup here in the expo.
Yeah.
And there will be a lot of wins. There are prizes to win from them. So first prize, you'll get 3 months gym membership.
Wow.
Which if you paid for yourself is about $500.
Yeah.
Second prize will get 1 month membership. Third prize will get a couple of deep tissue or sports massages, and the target is for the players. You know, if you have, sometimes we feel like hard guys, but you need sometimes you need some therapy on your muscles.
Okay,
and
it will be quite a fun-filled two-day tournament.
Everybody will have to rehydrate using Aquafina.
Yeah,
who is our
hydration partner.
Yeah, and the players are staying at Esela Country Hotel.
Fantastic.
Top of the range hotel in Chira, providing perfect services for their guests and clients.
And you talk about players staying there. It's Kampala International Sevens. Can you just tell the viewers how many teams will be participating?
So there are 12 teams, 34 games.
Yeah.
12 teams, 34 games.
Okay.
2 days.
Yeah.
First game kicks off at about 9:02, 9:03 on Saturday in the morning. So we have Shogun, which is formerly Samurai from the UK.
Yeah.
You have the South African All-Stars Rugby Academy from South Africa. You have
the Star Makers.
Yeah, the Star Makers.
Yeah.
The Star Makers. Then you have Nondescript. You have Strathmore from Kenya.
Non-script from Kenya as well.
Yes, Nondescript and Strathmore from Kenya. You have Black Pirates, Stanbic Black Pirates. You have Platinum Credit Hiddens, KCB Corps, Mongers.
Plascon Mongers.
Toyota Buffaloes.
Lifeguard Drums. Huh?
Lifeguard Drums as well, yeah. And then, importantly, because we are, the union is us, and we are the union.
Yeah.
The union is the facility is the union.
Yeah.
The union is the club is the facility.
Yeah.
Upon realizing that we had invited very solid opponents, we reached out to the Uganda Sevens national team, and they have graciously provided us with the Sevens Select.
Wow.
So some of you have been saying the Ugandans playing in Munich, I don't know where in Chile they are. You've seen them in the Cape Town. You've not seen them wearing that jersey here.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So we are going to have the Uganda Select side here. Full squad doing its thing properly, because you can be sure that the All-Stars and the Shogun Rugby and even Strathmore will give the Ugandan team a proper test of of rugby that they need.
And they need it
prepare.
Because they are preparing for the Africa
Exactly.
Sevens. Yeah.
So it's good preparation for the national team in more than one way. So they get the correct opponents, they get their strategies set, and they don't pay an air ticket to go for it.
Yeah.
Okay? So we are proud and we are so happy that they were part of us. Yes.
Quite an interesting, like I said, it will be a fun-filled event here at Kings Park Arena. 12 teams, some international teams in there, and the local teams, plus our national select that will be participating in the Africa Sevens soon in Mauritius. It's just an experience. It's a festival. I mean, one thing that you can never go wrong at Kings Park is the party, the meets, and now more and more is being added in. I see a logo of greening the game. I mean, it's the first of its kind in Kampala, and we look forward to it. What did you say will be the vision after? Will it be happening annually, twice a year? Or?
No, it's an annual thing, and the reason we have the expo is that we want to try and create what happens when you go to Cape Town. So when you go to Cape Town, the game happens on the pitch.
Yeah.
But when you get outside, the amount of action that is happening there is epic. So that's why we have our expo here. That's why we are trying as much as possible to give those who pay a premium fee something more than what they get every day. So that comes with bikes, comes with secure parking, okay?
Yeah, true.
It comes with water from Aquafina, and it comes with a bucket from Nile Special.
Hydrating all the way.
You can imagine, you have your beer, you have your water, you have your food, you've parked your car in the secure area.
You can check your eyes.
You have Rock Telecom that is providing internet to each and every person who is in the VIP area.
The Rock Spot.
The Rock Spot.
Yeah.
So you have your Rock Spot, you can check your eyes, you can check your dentition, you can get involved in the planting of trees directly or indirectly. You have vantage seating, so you sit here and watch. Of course, even the other guys who will be down on the other side, on the eastern side, will enjoy.
They will have fun.
Because they will be closer to each other.
Yes.
The bars will be near them.
And they'll have
in a very fun atmosphere.
And they are very close to the fun park. Because the fun park is down on the other side this time. So,
And so all that at what prices for ordinary and VIP?
So the ordinary one is 20,000 shillings, single day ticket. 35,000 shillings, 2 days.
So for 2 days, if you pay for 2 days, you have a discount.
You have a discount of 5,000 on FlexiPay.
Yeah.
Now, for the VIP, it's 100,000 1 day, 175 for the 2 days. However, the sponsor whispered to me, Stanbic Bank, that people should have that Flexi app ready for Thursday.
The FlexPay app.
Because there's going to be what Stanbic Bank calls a flash sale. It is a discount on the discount. So
that I can attest to it.
Open
And
your eyes wide.
And also their ears have to be really glued to the MCs during the game days, because there are always those FlexPay happy hours. Those are the best time to refill and hydrate.
Yeah. So we are not going to shock our viewers.
Yeah.
We are not going to shock the people who are coming here. They most likely today or tomorrow we will announce the Flexi hour.
Okay.
There are many other goodies that Stanbic Bank is offering, Aquafina and many other partners.
Including Uganda Airlines.
So there are 2 breaks on each day. And in those 2 breaks, what happens international rugby is what happens here. There's a kicking challenge, there's a challenge for the gym, there's a challenge for this. It is those things that will make you win these products that we are talking about.
Canowira, your parting shots.
Parting shots. I would like to welcome everybody, not only those in Uganda, those in Kenya, South Africa. I mean, Uganda Airlines, one of our partners, so we have some discounted tickets there.
Okay.
Uganda Airlines also going to give out some goodies, which will be communicated. But just to invite everybody, please make your way down to Kings Park on the weekend. Clear your schedule, clear your calendar. It's the end of the month. I know most of you have got salaries.
Yeah. There's always that enjoyment budget. Yeah.
So on your enjoyment budget, you can just come and have a good time, save the environment, and green the game. Yeah.
Your parting shots, Dr. Akena?
Download the FlexiPay app because many things will come out of it. But also come expectant and support this cause, because from next year, for the next 7 years, we are doing this. We are just evolving. So it's an annual event.
Yeah.
It's an annual event. We'll announce when it will be. And we are grateful to all our sponsors: Uganda Rugby Union, National Council of Sports, National Forest Authority, Ministry of Water and Environment, Stanbic Bank Uganda, Black Pirates RFC, on which home ground we are seated.
Yeah.
And they are also participants in this. The Kings Park Arena, the Rugby Chill, the Sela Country Hotel, Betika, who is our sponsor here. And Nile Special, Aquafina, and all the media houses that have given us an opportunity to air our adverts on their radio stations, and Rock Telecom as well.
I can't say anymore. Make your way to Kings Park Arena this Saturday and Sunday. It will be, come early please. First game starts at 9. The happy hours, you know how early they start. Drinking time by midday. The announcers are already shaking the crowds. Please come through, let us enjoy, bring your family and friends. Let's come and enjoy the sport alongside the visionary that is climate change. Come through, let us green the game. Thank you, gentlemen. See you over the weekend.
Fantastic. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you, guys.